Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rani Hafni Rezeki. I'm from TBI 4 6th semester. My major is English Education Department, State University Islamic North Sumatra. Okay guys, the purpose of this video is talk about if I'm being a teacher, then I have to share then teach a student in the real life. And so yeah, I have been practice and enjoy for this video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody. Hello students. Oh my god, you guys so excited for today. Oh sorry, what? It becomes time to learn English with Miss Rani again? Oh my god, really? That's so sweet. I'm glad for that. Okay, how is it going class? Oh, yeah, it's lovely. Yeah, I'm fine too. Thank you for asking me. Okay, class. Everything okay? Why you look so sad? What happened? What happened, Misal? What happened about you? Oh, you alright? Yeah, I hope you are alright. Okay, everything will be alright today, so we start for class today. But before we start class today, I will be better we are praying together. Okay? Okay, praying start. Finish. Okay, now let me check the data number first. Okay, no one is missing, right? Oh, nice. All attended right now, so good. Okay guys, this lesson is really so important and you have to more attention for me. Okay, because this lesson I'm going to teach, share and give you to know about the introduction to English tenses. Yes, we are talking about tenses. Do you know what tense is it? Okay, good. How many things did you know? 16. That's great. Goodbye. But this lesson I really want to make a quick, then make a short introduction to when and to use each English tenses. I'm also going to share and give the example what it looks like in the tenses and the more another questions for you. So this is the quick guide to you to know about introduction to English tenses. Let's go, we started. Okay students, I really want all of you to look at the whiteboard. Yeah, because I really want to teach you how to use and know about the introduction to English tenses. Okay, so for today's lessons, I have to organize about 3 organize. The first is about the present, the second is about the past, and the last is about futures. So let's start about the present. This present have 4 categories. Again, the first is this present simple, present continuous, present perfect, and the last present perfect continuous. Okay, let's start about the present simple. Do you know about the present simple talk about the general fact, the regular actions, and the last scheduled? And where's the general action? It's really fact that I'm a teacher and you are a student. You are not a teacher, I'm not a student. It's really completely that the fact. Where's the regular action? It's really so simple that you are doing something. Like I'm in a bus, I'm driving, I'm on the airplane. Okay? And the last, the schedule. Present simple have this schedules like you always doing in every day and another day, but it always like regularly and have a schedule. Like I'm working, I'm work on Sunday. Like the example, you can see that I work on Monday. It's a really fact, and also it's a really schedule of him that he work on Monday. It's a really general that he work on Monday, and as well that the work on Monday is always like a schedule. Okay, another example, I don't eat lunch. There's a really fact that he don't eat. Okay, let's we continue about the present continuous tense. Present continuous tense, you have to know that it's really like a progression. Where's the meaning of the continuous is the same of progressive. It's like you mean the thing is really the same thing. Where's the continuous tense means? It's mean like continue actions are now teaching right now. It's mean that I'm doing right now and I'm doing now. Okay? Present continuous, it's mean you do something right now. Let's move off the present perfect. You know that present perfect is mean of general life experience. What is the general life experience? It's mean like something you did in the past, but it's not specifically point in the time. Like maybe it's not really, we can't hear that and we don't know about that. And it's really not important to hear it and also not really to hear it. Example, like he has never been in US. Oh, okay. For present perfect, you have to aim for the verb tree because it's really of the past, right? Then example, he has never been in US. That means that he in the past never been in US, right? Okay, let's move off the present perfect continuous tense. You know that it's really connect about present perfect and present continuous. It's because you know that present perfect is talk about the past, but it's not important to hear. And the present continuous means that's still doing right now. There's the combine of perfect continuous. It means that you have been started in the past, but you still talk about that now, right? Like example, study. Yeah. Action that starts in the past and continues. Study. You have to think and you have been like something in the past about study and started about study, but you didn't do that. But now you're trying to doing that study. That means that the present perfect continues. I have another example. Like I have been studying English for 2 years. She have been studying, but he not completely doing in the past, and now he start doing for studying English for 2 years because it's the past is like in 2 years. Right. Okay, have done talk about the present. I already explained about the fourth present to you. Then do you still confused or struggle, or do you have questions for that? Okay, rules. Yes, we have four, not rules. In forms, like every present, every tenses have form. Like for present simple, subject plus to be plus es for he, she, it, and complement. And for present continuous, it's like subject plus to be plus verb ing, then complement. And for present perfect, it's from of that subject plus has or have plus been, then complement. And also don't forget for present perfect, use verb three. Yes. Okay, present perfect continuous. Where's the format? Because it's combined about continuous and perfect. What? Yes, exactly. Subject plus has atau have, then been, yes, then verb ing, and complement. And also for this present perfect continuous, you still use like for, like since, like ago or years ago, like that, because it's really fast and then still continue right now. Okay guys, let's move on to the second group for today. Is talk about the past. Yes. Okay, now let's see for the fourth past tense here. So first of all, we are talking about the past simple. The past simple is really the same of the present simple. Yeah, but you have to know that it was the past. It's already happened. So what is the meaning of past simple? It's talk about the actions that start finishes in the past. Yeah, it's a finish and already happened. You know, the past always talk about the happen you already did. You have to remember this about the past tense. It's talk about the second verb. Always talk about the verb too. Okay? So, example, I work all the night. I work eating. Yes, it's mean like work is talks about the main content point specifically time. Yes. were actions that were continued in the past. Verb 2. Okay, for another example, they didn't come. Didn't not come. Yes, clear. For past simple. Next, we're talking about past continuous. Past continuous is the same about the actions that were continued in the past or might continue point in the specific time. For example, our past continuous then like we were listening music on Spotify. Like mean we are listening music in the past and still continue now for listening music. It's mean like a past continuous that mean that the main point specifically continue in the time. Okay? Now we are going to past perfect. Past perfect is mean action complete or not complete at no specific point in the past. Okay, talk about the past perfect. It's kinda difficult because it's widely used in daily conversation. It's always talk about writing or make a short story like that. And also for the grammar, the time that show kinda happen before another action in the back. Past perfect used for verb 3. Let's move to past perfect continuous. Past perfect continuous is about action that start past and continue. Talk about past perfect continuous is about start the same point in the past and still start it and still continue but not really fit. Example about past perfect continuous. It mean like they have been waiting since 3 years ago. Okay guys, let's move along to last group for today is about the future. We already have the same point. It's have 4. Now we're talking about future simple. You know that future is about and always talking about real world and also going and not going. Example, I will have a new car. It means that you still here but your mind always talking about the new car for 2 years later. Okay, future continuous. Something in the future will be continue in the future. Or about the action we're thinking will or will not be continued in the future. That's mean about the future continuous. That you talking about the future, but for the next of the future, you still talking about that and always imagining about the future will be continued. Okay, I'm not going to be future in this school. So you always talking about this in the future, but you don't want to be continue again and again to be a teacher in the future. Okay, future perfect is the still same that future perfect is only talk about when you are writing or make a grammar. So it becomes the future perfect. It starts same point in the future like you thinking about the present right now and at the point you imagined about the future you will be do in the future. Okay, future perfect continuous is talk about the action we think or will not have a start and will be continued. Okay, now we are finished about introduction to English tenses for 12 tenses. So do you have questions? It's because you all don't have question for me and I thought that all of you already understand about 12 tenses of English today. So I thought this class will be end and enough for today. We will continue for the next material for the next lesson. I hope that material will be helped out for you and always remember about this when you speak as well. So yeah, if I have mistake, I really want to apologize about that. Or for all of you watch this video and still confused about what is the tenses and want to make it clear, you can comment and you can contact me on my email. And yeah, thanks for today and I will be see you again in another video. Okay, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.